My name is Brad Bradshaw. I'm the CEO and founder of Blue Sky Green Planet, a company that's focused on helping consumers address the concerns over global warming. It is a global warning. We should heed that warning. First of all, the awareness is very high. In a recent Yale poll, 83% of consumers recognize global warming as a critical concern. Consumers are also ready to act. 81% said that they're ready to do something about that. It's also true that 75% of consumers from an MIT poll concerned very much with global warming, and it's actually number one with terrorism as a concern by consumers nationwide, which is an interesting development. But here's the question. What should consumers do about global warming, considering about 43% of the carbon emissions that occur in the United States are within the control of consumers in their cars, in their homes, in their electricity usage? There's uncertainty over solutions. Many of the solutions are very new. There's not a lot of knowledge about what the priorities should be. And the question is not what the 5% core environmentalists should do. They take it upon themselves to address global warming. The question is, what is going to be the solution set for the rest of us? And that's what Blue Sky Green Planet is all about. We have several offers, and I'd like to talk about our credit card offer. This is a carbon-free credit card that we're going to offer. It's currently not offered in the United States, and what happens is that every time a consumer uses this credit card, 1% of every retail purchase goes to carbon offsets. It's a way for people to participate without changing their behavior, changing their buying patterns, but it actually begins the process of educating and participating in addressing global warming. We're in discussions with Bank of America, MasterCard. We've had discussions with other potential partners, and we've scoped out a program in terms of how to proceed. And we're going to be aggregating environmental nonprofit organizations and gather them up together with their members in order to offer this card coming soon. Second, our Green Rewards program. We've talked with retailers about the opportunity for them to offer a loyalty and rewards program for carbon offsets. Every time you shop at Staples, for example, 1% of everything you buy there will go to carbon offsets. Again, it's a way to educate and engage consumers. Go out there and talk to the major retailers that are out there, the utility companies and the airlines. They're all figuring out how to do it themselves, but the real question is, how can they get the 300 million consumers out there involved and engaged in this process as well? That's the Green Rewards program. Finally, we are going to offer a suite of products and services that consumers can go online and acquire and purchase in order to deepen their impact in terms of global warming. Buying carbon offsets is just the start. It's almost like an educational and engagement kind of tool to really get consumers to take more action and deepen their commitment based on their own financial resources and interests. So we're going to offer products and services online. So what is our service model? Consumers are going to want to reduce their carbon dioxide emissions. We're going to want to get value out of consumers to help them do that. So we're going to offer carbon offsets. We're also going to offer green electricity in specified markets and through renewable energy credits. We're also going to offer energy efficiency products such as lighting products, compact fluorescent lamps, energy management systems, smart thermostats, and so on. Finally, packaged renewable energy systems and other systems that are available for consumers. Now, how does the carbon offset model work? There's a lot of question out there in the marketplace about the carbon offset market. We're going to be generating carbon offsets through our credit card and through our green retail program as well. So a portion of every sale is going to go to carbon offsets. We are going to receive those revenues and direct those revenues to specific projects depending on the portfolio that makes sense. But we're also going to give consumers choice, informed choice in terms of what kinds of projects they can invest in. They can invest in wind power, they can invest in renewable power, they can invest in efficiency and reforestation. Informed choice is one of the elements. Now, what is the business model in terms of how the carbon-free credit card works? Customer acquisition is aggregating the environmental nonprofits, as I mentioned. They're going to offer the card to their members. What's the revenue source? We're going to take a portion of the bank interchange fee that occurs with every transaction. It's close to 2% on every card transaction that takes place in the United States today, and it amounts to about $60 billion a year. What's the market opportunity? We conducted primary market research nationwide for consumers, and we found that 35 million consumers are interested in this card. It is currently not offered in the United States. It was offered in Holland 3 years ago. If we applied the same numbers in Holland to this market, that card would represent about $20 billion in transactions and $200 million in carbon offsets. So there's a huge demand opportunity in the United States. And we expect to generate about $6.5 million in carbon offsets from this product in year 5. The Green Rewards Program. We're going to partner with retailers, utilities, and airlines, and we've begun those discussions already. They'll promote the program to their customers. Why? It's part of corporate social responsibility. It's part of extending their brand into the environmental realm. A portion of each retail transaction is going to, again, be revenues for Blue Sky Green Planet. And we actually did consumer market research again, and we found 106 million consumers would shop more frequently at a retail store that offered carbon offsets as a reward program. We expect to get something on the order of $7 million in revenues from this program. Online sales. This is really a follow-on activity. It's going to follow our customer acquisition model. We're going to offer acquire customers through the carbon credit card and the Green Rewards Program, as well as direct marketing and promotion. That's one of our key differentiators, is our customer acquisition model. What's the revenue model? Consumers are going to be able to buy additional carbon offsets, green electricity, energy efficiency products, and so on. What's the market opportunity? Again, 158 million consumers in our market research said that they would be willing to pay more for a product that's better for the environment. And so that's the opportunity. We actually expect in year 5 to get about $15 million in revenues from this product. What's the differentiation? First, choice. Second, transparency, verification, and results. If you invest in a tree, it actually does absorb 15 to 50 pounds of carbon a year. But you could want to offset your carbon emissions this year. Why invest in a tree that's going to grow for 100 years? Why not have the impact now? So we're going to actually offer choice and transparency in terms of the types of products that are out there, not just a standard single product, which is pretty much everybody that's out there. Second, we're going to be focused on results quicker rather than later. What's the management team and the advisors? We started looking at this business opportunity in December. We made the go decision 4 weeks ago. I have started about 60 enterprises and raised about $500 million in capital for other people, and I figure it's about time for me to do it on my own dime. And I've worked extensively in the energy efficiency and energy services area in the consumer side. Advisors, I just want to point out one advisor, George Bell. He's Excite at Home and You Promise, the college savings program, and he's helped us out with the revenue and earnings side of this business model. And there are others as well. Revenues in year 5, $27 million. The bulk of those are going to come from the online sales of products and services as the follow-on, and you can see in the green and the red, that's the carbon offsets that are generated from the carbon-free credit card and the Green Rewards Program. This business model does not require a huge amount of investment. We're looking at $2.5 million invested in the first quarter of 2008 and $1.5 million in the following year, and by year 3 it's cash flow positive. We're well on our way with the milestones and have talked with a lot of partners, Staples, for example, Bank of America, Senior VP of Card Services, MasterCard. So we're launching in July, and stay tuned. Thank you very much.